Deputy Governor harps on the importance of social media for improved welfare. An Islamic cleric is calling for policies that will reduce the economic hardship. Constant communication, patience, and perseverance have been identified as factors preventing conflict in homes. Import for improved welfare of their members. The Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salapo Yedili, gave the charge this Friday while playing host to the executives and members of the Criterion, an organization of Muslim women in business and the profession. Engineer Salapo Yedili pointed out that the modern trends in the society created new opportunities for women to explore, as well as open up different roles for them to play in the society. She advised the leadership of the Criterion to be up to date with the effective use of the social media for the organization to always be relevant to the members. In a remark, the international Amira of the Criterion, Alaja Medinot Akoni, explained that the organization was established over 40 years ago with its focus on the development of women and children through education, health, reproduction, and empowerment. Government at all levels have been urged to come up with policies and initiatives that will reduce the impact of economic hardship on Nigerians, since the increase in the price of petroleum products has pushed more people into poverty. The chief imam and Saruddin Central Mosque Ilaro, Alhaji Badmos Adibite, stated this during Jumat. The cleric, who highlighted the financial difficulties faced by Nigerians due to high cost of fuel, food, and other commodities, urged the federal and state governments to address inflation and alleviate citizens' hardship. He harped on the need for non-governmental organizations to implement extra social welfare programs to help the less privileged in the society as more Nigerians fall below the poverty line. The chief imam, who also encouraged wealthy individuals and non-governmental organizations to step up their efforts to help people at the grassroots, emphasized the importance of stakeholders working together to reduce the market prices of essential goods that have risen. Imam Adigite, who reminded Muslims of the necessity of following all pillars of Islam, emphasizing that Allah is the most forgiving, encouraged them that positive change is possible when people strive for it, advising Nigerians to be steadfast in their faith for better results. The sudden hike in the price of petrol has reduced the traffic of commuters on the road due to increased transport fares. OGBC correspondent in Ijebu, Adeola Olagunjo, reported that Ijebu to Waterside, which used to be between 1,200 and 1,500 naira, is now 3,000 naira, while Ijebu to Ijebubo, that was 500 naira, is now 1,200 naira. According to her, Shagamu to Ijebu is now 1,500 naira, while Shagamu to Abeokuta has been increased to 1,500 naira from 1,200 naira. In an interview, a commercial vehicle owner, Mr. Akiyokunso, lamented that even with the new fares they are charging, they cannot break even because it's not only petrol they incurred, but other motor parts prices which are now on the high side and is giving them headache. The market women also expressed sadness of low turnout. It was observed that the Okada riders and tricycle operators are seen almost in every parks and junctions looking for commuters to patronize them. You're listening to the state news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Constant communication, patience, and perseverance are the most important factors of preventing conflict in homes as divorce rates increase across the nation. A legal practitioner and marriage counselor, Mrs. Omomayowa Oyeshiko, came up with this in an interview with OGBC while explaining that the rate at which divorce cases are being filed in courts across the nation. The legal practitioner said lack of patience and perseverance are responsible for the rise in marriage dissolution. Mrs. Oyeshiku noted that the current generation of youth are not ready to weather the storm as they lack the patience required for marriage. She said, as a marriage counselor, when couples brought cases after hearing all sides, it is always discovered that something insignificant sparked up the heat which is threatening the home. The marriage counselor cited infidelity, lack of trust, and barrenness, among others, as other factors causing divorce, saying couples' inability to properly study one another and not courting long enough to find out if the love was genuine before marriage continues, particularly among young couples. A misstep, a sudden accident, or a devastating can lead to spinal cord injuries that can change a life forever. This Sunday, the immediate past chairman of the state branch of the Nigerian Medical Association and patron of the Spinal Cord Injury Association of Nigeria, Dr. Kunle Ashime, will share his expertise on the topic spinal cord injuries. Knowing the causes, prevention, and management can save lives. Tune in to OGC 90.5 FM from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. or join a conversation by calling 0803 437 9453 and 0815 032 0226 or through Radio Garden and our social media platforms to learn how to protect yourself and loved ones from spinal cord injuries. Congratulatory messages have continued to pour in on the coronation of Olola of Ilara Yiwa Oba Mutiu Oyinla of Imekoland Chief Akim Ayinla Odubi, Yeye Adimula of Imekoland Chief Kudirat Odubi Aminu, in a statement, expressed appreciation to the Almighty God for allowing Oba Oyedinawal to ascend the throne of his forefathers. According to them, there could not have been a better choice for the stool than him, going by his wealth of experience in the education sector and having distinguished himself in his chosen career. He, however, prayed God to grant him long life and a peaceful reign, expressing optimism that his reign will bring about the desired development of Ilara Yiwa. Similarly, the Adimola of Imekoland, Chief Akim Odubi, and his wife, Yeye Adimola of Imekoland, Chief Kudirat Odubi Aminu, felicitate Onimeko of Imekoland, Oba Benjamin Oyediton Olanite, on his 10th coronation anniversary, while eulogizing Oba Olanite for efforts at transforming the nooks and crannies of Imekoland in the last 10 years. They urged him not to relent in his developmental drive. The Adimola and Yeye Adimola solicited more support for the monarch in his bid to take Imekoland to an enviable height. Love underlines peace, embrace good neighborliness. To end the state news, another look at the major items. Playing host to the executives and members of the Criterion, an organization of Muslim women in business and the profession this Friday, the Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salapo charged them to embrace various social media platforms for improved welfare of their members. The Chief Imam and Saruddin Central Mosque Ilaro Alhaji Badmus Adigite in a Jumat sermon called on government at all levels to come up with policies that will reduce the effect of the economic hardship. We also told you that a legal practitioner and marriage counselor, Mrs. Omomayowa Oyeshiku, has identified constant communication, patience, and perseverance as factors of preventing conflict in homes. The state news was edited by Elizabeth Kuforiji and broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news updates, visit our website at www.openradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Open Radio Abeokuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM.